For a while, Charles Barkley had one thing on Michael Jordan. He could say, I'm in the Hall of Fame and you're not, but no longer. And Charles is on the phone right now. Good afternoon, Charles.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. Great afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. And my first question, Charles, is why are you introducing Jerry Sloan into the Hall? What's the connection there?
Well, I'm not sure, but it's just a great honor for me. It's one of the great honors that ever happened to me in my life. When I got the call from Coach Sloan, I was really excited. And like I said, it's going to be one of the highlights of my life.
That's great. You should drive out on a little John Deere tractor. Like, go to the Home Depot and pick one up. That'd be fun. That would be a funny scene, you on a little John Deere tractor. All right, your boy, Michael Jordan, going into the Hall of Fame. Charles, my first question is, when was the first time you met Michael? Where was it? What was the interaction like?
Well, it was actually in 1982 or 84 Olympic trials. 84 Olympic trials.
Okay.
And I remember they invited like 110 of us to the Olympic trials or more, and they cut it down to like the first Olympic team. And I remember saying, this guy is really unbelievable. I didn't know clearly he was going to turn into Michael Jordan, but clearly you could tell he was just really spectacular and special. And
what was your opinion of him going into then on a personal level? What had you heard about him? Did you have any interpersonal communication and contact with him during the camp? Did you become friends right away then, or was that later?
We became friends right away. I think our personalities fit well together. But I had seen him play on television, and when I got a chance to meet him, it was great. But also, when I played against him, I was like, wow, this guy's really good. But clearly, like I said, nobody expected him to turn into the Michael Jordan. But you knew right then he was special.
Talking to Charles Barkley, one of the 50 greatest players of all time, like Michael Jordan, member of the 2006 Hall of Fame class. Charles, what do you think is the definitive Michael Jordan memory as a basketball player?
I'm going to go back. I think that game at the Boston Garden, when he played against arguably the greatest basketball team ever, the Celtics dynasty, and for one man to just go crazy like that, playing against all those Hall of Famers they had on that team, and just his competitive nature. I mean, I never even think about a guy getting 60 points in a playoff game. And I just remember sitting there watching that like, wow, this is just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, when you think of the Hall of Famers in that game, with that 86 Celtic team with Walton and Bird, McHale and Parrish, that was an amazing team. And what about off the court? What's your favorite Michael Jordan memory off the court?
He's been like a brother to me. He's been a really good friend. When I'm having good times and bad times, he's always called to cheer me up. He's just been a really good friend, and it's going to be a special night for everybody. And I know clearly it's Michael Jordan's getting a lot of attention, but David Robinson, John Stockton, Coach Sloan, Vivian Stringer, everybody, we all get to the Hall of Fame because of other people. So it's going to be a special night.
Michael's been asked many times, is he the greatest player? And he talked about in his news conference today that obviously anyone would feel uncomfortable saying they're the greatest player of all time. You don't play against every player and every era. But from what you've seen and what you've studied basketball, is he definitively the best player of all time?
Well, I think the three greatest players, in my opinion, are Michael, Bill Russell, it's four. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Oscar Robertson. I think if you pick any of those four, it's a great conversation. I personally think Michael is really, to me, the only player who really had no weaknesses, to be honest with you. But Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, I think if you pick any of those four, I think you'll be fine.